Doesn't matter that I've run out of money or the economy's shot to hell. It doesn't matter that the president's hammering on the crack in the Liberty Bell. It doesn't matter that strangers are moving into your neighborhood. It doesn't matter that people are evil, 'cause God is good.
Telekinesis, which is never rule like witches doing your mind's eye when blackbird take out your green eye. I won't be able to answer. I wish I knew a way out. The woods are closing in on you, and your coven is all around. I'm stuck holding the matchbook now. There is frost, salt and shine. At skirts you low and high. Put it on my heart, echo right. When you die, do it beside me. Left wing has been clipped like a shrub. The right wing is on designer drugs, but don't mind me. I'm just a man who began to suspect he was made. Veil is frost soaked and shining as it skirts your low neckline. Put it on my heartbeat echo light. When you die, do it beside me. Ooh. Your veil is frost soaked in shine. It skirts your low neckline. Put it on my holy echo light. When you die, do it beside me. When you die, do it beside me. When you die, do it beside me.
Hello, Syndicate Nation. I'm Adam Shuntis of the Y-Town Syndicate. I'm here with Joshua Powell of Joshua Powell and the Great Train Robbery.
Hi, welcome to my living room.
So why don't you tell us about your band, Josh?
Joshua Powell and the Great Train Robbery is an indie folk collective sort of band out of Anderson, Indiana. Been in a group for 3 years, but by group I mean me and whoever else I can get to play with me for a week or two at a time. Right now it's my brother Jacob and me. And we do a lot of traveling in the Midwest. We're gearing up for a quick leg in Toronto over spring break, and then going to the West Coast this summer to hit a lot of the pockets that we hit last year. So yeah, and we're making a new record.
Oh, yeah, tell me about that.
The new one is called Alyosha. It's a new full length. We just cut it at Varsity Recording Studios here in Anderson, and it's our third full length, and it's very different sounding. My mom probably won't like it very much.
Different how?
Instead
Compared
of
to your older records.
well, a lot of it is that we tried always very specifically to be like a folk band, and if it didn't, like, we were concerned that people would think we weren't comfortable with our identity if we tried to make too many different sounds or didn't hone in on one genre or its stylistic elements as much. But on this one, I was like, oh, you know, folk music is cool, but I wasn't drawn to it because I just have a burning, incendiary passion for banjos. Like, I love folk music because it was super honest, and it was like, oh yeah, like, oh, that story resonates with me, and so it's like storytelling music. And I thought, hey, I could still tell stories, but also play my electric guitar through a Leslie, and then slap 5 chorus pedals on it, and like trip out a little bit. And it's still like, I think it's still like basically a folk record, but it does not necessarily sound like one.
Cool. So, what's the story behind Alyosha then?
Alyosha is one of the brothers Karamazov from the Dostoevsky novel. He's the only good brother. The others are terrible dudes in one way or another. And when you read the book, I was like super drawn to this character. He's the only likable person, but at the same time, I saw myself so much in his brother Dmitri or in Ivan. And so this record is about like in a lot of roundabout ways, it's about the cognitive dissonance of being like wanting to be a certain type of person and feeling like you're actually usually a terrible person. So that's alright. There's not like a song where it's like I'm Alyosha, you know. It's just like it's sort of the spirit behind the record. So yeah,
cool, man. So you have a Kickstarter going on right now.
we do. If you Google Kickstarter Joshua Powell, you'll find it. But we are trying to raise $16,000, which is a lot of dough.
Yes, it is.
It hurts my head to think about that much money, but we have about a week left to raise that money, and we're at 5 right now. But that is not just to pay the studio fees, the production, and the mixing, mastering, and editing, and everything like that, but there's also, that will cover physical distribution, and a long-time dream of mine, which is to have a record on vinyl.
Oh, right on, man.
So hopefully we can get the vinyl press out
That's
to
extra niche.
It's pronounced niche.
Oh.
And then also we want to hire a publicist because you know, Facebook is cool, but I feel like a lot more people would be able to hear this record if it was on, you know, NPR or Pitchfork or something cool. Those things. NPR would make my life.
Hopefully that happens.
Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see.
If you want to help out Josh, go ahead and what's the URL? Or just Google.
Just Google it.
Google Kickstarter Joshua Powell.
Yeah, and it's
donate whenever you can.
The record's called Alyosha, and there's a backstory on the Kickstarter website and everything else. So.
And now you've been to Youngstown, right?
I have indeed. I played at
with the Syndicate.
The Brickyard, right?
I'll tell us about that.
Oh man, I mean,
give us your impression of Youngstown.
We were there in like January or something. It was like the quintessential Midwestern factory town, depressed gray, like it's snowing. We walked into a coffee shop and people are like huddled over things, like keeping each other warm, lighting a fire on the floor. No,
sounds about right.
Like, man, it was. I love the grit of like the Rust Belt and the Midwest, and like the spirit of work ethic and like hope in the face of adversity that people in Indiana and Ohio and these states around us seem to have. Because I don't know, it's. People have grit, and I like that. Those are good stories worth telling too.
Cool, man. All right. Well, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, brother.
Check out Joshua Powell, JoshuaPowellMusic.com. And check us out at www.syndicatedition.net. See you guys.
Doesn't matter that strangers